Hello, everybody. Detective, it's me, Detective, on the case today. So today we're going to be talking about JoJo Siwa, right? Because she is going off the deep end. So what's happening with JoJo Siwa? She's currently trying to do a rebrand, and she's doing it in all the wrong ways. Obviously, there is some sympathy for her because, you know, she grew up in the public eye and she grew up family friendly. Now she's like being the complete opposite, and she's being really evil, and she's claiming that she's like evil and despicable now, even though she's really not. And she's currently just released a new music video and new song called Karma. In it, she's like, "Karma's a bitch." And to be completely honest, I'm probably the only person in human history that thinks it's kind of catchy. But you can only listen to it so many times, dude. I've listened to it maybe 2 or 3 times. One of those times was including putting that picture up on that TV, which, by the way, that is horrifying. Look at it. Oh my goodness gracious. No, she ain't Gene Simmons. That actually scares me. So yeah, the JoJo that we all know and love has obviously been changing a lot over the past few years. She came out and then she rebranded herself as, you know, part of the LGBT. I really don't want to get in trouble. The Pride community. I could say that right and then not get in trouble. She started really pushing out her Pride side, which is great. She sort of still did her, I believe it was the Dream Tour. Everything had rainbows in it. It was really pretty, and she still appealed to kids. This still appeals to kids, by the way, because it's not explicit at all, except for bitch, I guess. But she says like effed around. JoJo. 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 Come on, okay? Alright? Jesus Christ, I need to stop looking at that. And then from there, I really don't know what happened. I guess it was... She had a YouTube channel, right? And she was like... That was all happy stuff. She was doing like slime reviews and whatnot. And then she had a TikToks. And boom. That's where things started to go crazy. She was doing like Draco Malfoy cosplays. She did like a shirtless man cosplay with like a buff bodysuit or whatever, which was like fine. And now, oh my god, I don't know what's happening with her, dude. I don't even know how to explain it, really. In her latest, you know, viral sort of thing before Karma, she had a fake sleeve on of tattoos, which they all looked bad, by the way. It was barely a sleeve, it was just a bunch of little tattoos everywhere. And she was kind of like, "Heaven phone call. If you could have one heaven phone call, who would it be, guys? Alright? Who would it be? Who would it be? Obviously not my grandparents. I would choose the guys that died in the Titanic submarine." And then, you know, now Karma's out. That is just, it's scary. Number one, she is going absolutely crazy with the choreography. She has backup dancers that are actually trying to make it look normal. Oh, thank God, it's gone. She has backup dancers that are actually trying to make the choreography look normal, and she's just putting so much into it. Way too much, if you ask me. They're like these simple little dance moves, and she's just... I can't really go into it, otherwise I'm gonna faint. She's like... You know, just absolutely going crazy with it. There's this one dance move when she's like, "I shouldn't effed around" or something, and she like swings her whole body around like that so fast. She leans so far back, and I'm like, how are you even doing that to start with? And I've sort of seeing this change. Obviously it's fine, people can change. Once again, it's very hard. She grew up in the public eye, and then she became like a figure for little kids to look up to and admire and whatnot. She sort of became the voice for a lot of people, and a lot of people grew up with her, I would imagine. And then she came out, and I feel like that would have been such a big thing to do, and she probably felt confined by doing it because she was, you know, a star to so many people, and then it probably wouldn't have gone well. But it did. Everyone was really supportive of that, which is really cool for her. But then I really don't know what happened. It kind of became her whole personality, I think. And that's fine too, but then she sort of blocked out everything else, if that makes sense. From there, then it was just all about her, you know, her sex life, who she's dating, who her exes are. And recently, an interview popped up They were like, who's your dream guest on your podcast? And she's like, dream guest on my podcast? Oh, let's spice things up a little. One of my exes. That's exactly how the video goes. You can look that up. I think she started now. She is literally about to go off the deep end. This is where, you know, the stardom, the fame gets to people. In the same case of, you know, Britney Spears, Kanye West. So Britney Spears and Kanye West, they got to a certain point of fame, and then they just lost it. JoJo Siwa is obviously going through a rebrand and is going absolutely horribly. Her idea of this is not very good, and someone let her go through with this. Like the song, yeah, okay, it's not that bad, I guess. Kid in the Candy Store is also such a banger, by the way. Like, oh my god, I didn't even realize. Can she just go back to that, please? Yeah, now she's doing this rebrand, and no one's liking it. Absolutely no one. Everyone's just absolutely clowning on it. Everyone hates it. No, I haven't heard a single good thing about, you know, Karma. And it's not going to be good, and I feel like instead of resolving the solution by going back to her normal ways, JoJo is going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and then trying to, you know, get everyone on her side, and it's just not going to end well for her, and it's inevitably going to drive her insane, which is unfortunate, I know, but it happens to the best of them. Hopefully it doesn't happen. That is just my opinion on the matter. Another thing that she tends to do is stir up drama all of a sudden, and I don't know why, but she does. If you look at rebrands like Dan TDM for a great example, he's realized now that his viewers aren't kids anymore, and he knows how many people grew up on him, and now he plays more adult-like games. Another good example is someone that's doing it recently, like alongside JoJo Siwa. I forgot her name. Addison Rae, maybe? She's done a complete different rebrand, and she is also releasing a new song in which she like hits this crazy high note, and everyone's absolutely freaking out about that. The thing with these rebrands is it's not, you know, such a drastic change. Like JoJo Siwa is literally heaven and hell. You know, yin and yang is how different it is, whereas these other people aren't doing completely different things. They're just changing up their style, which is, you know, fine. This is not changing your style, JoJo. I guess she's still family friendly, kind of. I just don't know why you use effed, like E-double-F-E-D. Yeah, that's why, like, little opinions on JoJo Siwa. Obviously, this does not matter. She's a literal multi-millionaire, and I'm just a dude in here sitting in this confined space. I really hope she's okay and not actually having a mental episode, but we will see. Only time will tell, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, this video, guys. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Thank you. Bye.